What's going on, guys? Brandon here, Legacy Group Real Estate Team. We have your Livingston County real estate market update for April 2019. So let's jump right into this thing. We always preface every single one of these videos with a couple things. We get a lot of questions asking why do we do the month previous, and then also why do we have 3 years of data? And there's very simple reasons for that. It's because we need to see the pattern. Number one, we need to see the 3 years of data that we can see the pattern. That's what this is really all about, seeing the trend. And then also we have the month previous data there. That way we can get everything, it's hot off the press, basically, right? So just like the government does their data at the first week of the new month, same thing we do here. We have the data finally, and we can give you all the freshest data. So let's jump right into this. Days on market, DOM. That's the average days on market. This has actually gone up a ton in Livingston County. 51 in 2017, 51 days, 56 days last year, and 69 days this year. Sometimes these numbers, you will have 1 or 2 anomalies in the 18 numbers we're going to show you. So you gotta kind of take that into account. However, it looks like in April, these numbers are starting to kind of trend back towards a balanced market because we've been in a really steep seller's market. So next one here, active homes in the market. We had 644 in 2017, 579 last year, and then back up now to 635. So not as many as 2017. However, this is a one-day stat, basically. So when the stats are taken, it's a one-day snapshot into what's going on. That's why the trend is important. That's why seeing the different years is important here. Months of inventory. Months of inventory is MOI. That's what that means is that the rate that homes are selling, how long would it take to sell every last home if no new homes came on the market? And again, this is a very quick way to understand, hey, what kind of market are we in? Because basically, we had 2 in 2017, 2 months of inventory. We had 2 last year, and we had just under 3. I think it's like 2.7 this year. So we basically round up to 3 because all these are rounded. So just to give you an idea, 1 to 3 is a seller's market. 4 to 6 is a balanced market, basically. And then 7 plus is a buyer's market. So that gives you an idea as to where the markets are going. So again, trending up towards the balanced market again a little bit, which is good for everybody overall. It's good for the market, health of the overall economy. New homes, so that's the number of new homes that were actively listed on the market this month in Livingston County. And there was 455 2 years ago, 468 last year, 482 this year. So we've gone up every year actually. So again, very interesting. We've actually had more listings coming on the market than we have. So it's going to be very fascinating to see what transpires in the next few months. But again, we're moving towards more of a balanced market. Price per square foot. This is a general number. You got to take it as a general rule of thumb. You can't, if you want your actual market value for your home, you have to have someone on our team. You've got to have an appraiser a professional come and look at your home, take everything into consideration. Because this takes county-wide data. But what it will do is at least give you a somewhat of a value. More or less, it'll tell you the trend of the way things are going in your county. 2 years ago, it was $132 a square foot. It was $142 a square foot last year, $144 this year. So the price is still rising overall in the county. And again, if you take that number and multiply it by your square footage, it gives you, like I said, approximately about what your home will be worth. Sold homes. So this is the number of sold. This is kind of our buyer statistic, if you will. It really doesn't change that much unless there's a catastrophic event like a depression, recession, or something like that. So we had 283 a couple years ago, 253 last year, and 237 this past year. So again, the numbers, the previous months have been down a little bit. That's why we've had a little bit of depressed closings most likely here. So overall though, every number basically telling us moving back towards a balanced market. So we'll see. The next few months, we're going to be very interesting as we get into this hot selling season to see what happens. So keep your eyes on this. We'll be doing this every single month, obviously, to give you guys the data so you know exactly what's going on. And it's really amazing. And truth be told, like it's more for me probably than anything, because I now have the market data and the knowledge to now give to my team and give to all of our clients when we talk to them and we do things and we negotiate, etc. Sometimes it might not mean everything in the world to you. I try to explain, obviously, as much as we can. However, many of you that I have been watching this over the years have said to me now, wow, I really start to understand now what the markets mean because I'm seeing the trends now because I watch these over and over again. And I'm seeing that now. It takes a while. Once, seeing it one time doesn't make sense necessarily all the time. So seeing that trend over time is what helps. So appreciate you guys, your time, your energy more than anything. Appreciate you guys listening on the podcast. The new podcast we have up. the Metro Detroit Millennial Business and Real Estate Podcast. And if you're on, if you want to go comment or questions, go to our YouTube or our Facebook at Legacy Group MI, comment there. So that way we can answer questions for everybody and help everyone at once. I appreciate your time and your energy. It's the most important asset that we have. So I appreciate that more than anything, guys. And we look forward to seeing you soon.